Welcome, dear viewers, to an LCRW special, where AI has written us a blockbuster story. But what is this story, you ask? Would it contain strong female characters with no growth arc, or would it be centered on smashing that fash? Well, before the story begin, let's have a fireside chat. Me and you. First, I logged on to ChatGPT and slapped it with a request of epic proportions. "Hey ChatGPT," I exclaimed between sips of soy, "write me a funny story about aliens attacking Earth." Which it did, about rubber chicken invaders. It totally sucked, and as a mildly mentally challenged reviewer of the movies, I was not impressed. Then an idea hit me, like a MAGA Nigerian committing a fake hate crime. "Hey ChatGPT, write me a story about Joe and Hunter Biden single-handedly defeating an alien invasion." But computer said no. "We can't use real people because of reasons." Drat, I cursed. That was a surefire way of getting a few extra views since YouTube doesn't recommend my content anymore. It's so sad. Then I realised computers don't get context or intentions. "Hey ChatGPT, write me a story about a fictional US president and his drug-addicted son single-handedly defeating an alien invasion and saving that Earth." But computer refused to write an epic story about a drugged-up corrupt scumbag and his creepy-ass president father. Fine, I read, sitting in a bit of a huff. How am I meant to entertain the audience if I can't even have a story written about the President of the United States and his parmesan chuffing son? Then it hit me. If they can't be real people, and they can't do the drugs, then surely they can play the crack pipe kazoo instead. ChatGPT, you utter melt. Write me a story about a fictional US president and his son who keeps blowing a kazoo. Bingo! But it was only 713 words, which means, like a poorly scripted porn set, I had to fluff the plotline. Let's add a section where the president's son finds love with his brother's wife. Still not a success though, it's only 1200 words. Gotta pump those numbers up. How's about we include parts where the president keeps falling over? Eureka! AI film story begin that I may or may not have edited slightly. In the heart of Washington, D.C. lived an unlikely pair of heroes. President Alexander Caldwell, a wise and charismatic leader in his late 70s. Beside him, his middle-aged son, Benjamin. A cheerful and eccentric man in his early 40s, with a fondness for playing the crack kazoo. But little did they know, their unique talents would soon be put to the ultimate test. And lucky for them, it would not be for drugs. One warm summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a shimmering tear in the fabric of space appeared above the National Mall. From within this portal emerged a horde of alien beings. "Oh no, it's Cornpop!" shouts the man in the streets. "Ah, there's the Orange Man too!" reads a native DCer. Panic gripped the city as people fled in terror, and even the most courageous of soldiers struggled to hold back the overwhelming forces. Amidst the chaos, President Caldwell stood resolute in the Oval Office, surrounded by his top advisors. With a steady voice, he issued commands to the military and coordinated the emergency response. But he knew that traditional tactics might not be enough to repel this otherworldly threat. Not even the power of diversity and inclusion could stand up against these MAGA cornpop Republican aliens. Meanwhile, Benjamin, who had been tripping balls while playing his crack kazoo in a park bench, gazed up at the spectacle with a mixture of awe and curiosity. He had always been a musical soul, finding solace in enjoying his simple instrument, and as the chaos unfolded around him, an idea formed within his mind. An audacious, almost absurd idea. Approaching the White House, Benjamin was stopped by security personnel who were focusing on evacuating the area. With a determined grin, he pulled his kazoo and began playing a cheerful tune that echoed through the air. The guards exchanged baffled glances, but something about the music and the escaping crack fumes seemed to calm their nerves, and so let him pass. Inside the Oval Office, President Caldwell's advisors watched as the alien forces advanced, seemingly impervious to conventional weaponry. Desperation hung in the air until a faint sound reached their ears. The whimsical, almost comical notes of a crack kazoo. The president himself could not help but pause, his furrowed brow softening as the melody reached him. "What is that?" one advisor asked, having just returned from the airport. President Caldwell, his eyes glimmering with a spark of hope, replied, "It's my son's kazoo. Benjamin has always believed in the power of music and crack." "My God," murmurs the military advisor. With his kazoo melody now resonating across the city, Benjamin stepped onto the White House lawn, drawing the attention of both the alien invaders and the remaining citizens. His heart raced like a Pfizer booster, but he continued to play, pouring his emotions into the music. To everyone's astonishment, the alien seemed to hesitate. Their advance slowed, and some even appeared momentarily disorientated. The president's advisors quickly grasped the opportunity and relayed orders to the military to capitalize on the aliens' apparent vulnerabilities. As Benjamin played on, his music took on an ethereal quality, weaving a harmonious tapestry that seemed to resonate with the very fabric of the universe. Colors danced in the sky, and a strange, mesmerizing energy enveloped the invaders, who were now tripping bulls. The president, who was still somehow awake, watched from the window. He could not help but feel a surge of pride and awe for his son's unexpected heroism. He had always been proud of his son, especially when he became the director for a Ukrainian gas company, but not as much so when he left his laptop at a computer repair shop exposing widespread corruption. The military's counterattack, bolstered by Benjamin's crack kazoo symphony, began to turn the tide. Alien Republican ships that at once seemed invincible now faltered under the onslaught. The creatures on the ground stumbled too and faltered. Their advanced technology was disrupted by the harmonious frequency of roasting crack. With a final resounding note, Benjamin concluded his impromptu concert. The alien forces, their once formidable demeanor, was shattered. They retreated back through the rift in space from which they had emerged. The tear itself sealed, and the skies cleared as the threat abated. The city was left in a state of disbelief and wonder. President Caldwell emerged from the White House to embrace his son. His eyes were filled with tears of pride and joy. "Benjamin, my boy, you've saved us all," he said. His voice choked with emotion, while behind him, his German shepherd began joyously biting Secret Service agents. Benjamin grinned, a bit bashful but proud. "Well, I've always believed that music had a power of its own, Dad, especially the sweet rhythm of a stripper's clapping cheeks." In the days that followed, the story of the president and his crack-addled corrupt kazoo-playing son spread far and wide. The people of Earth celebrated their unlikely heroes, recognizing that it was their unique bond and unshakable belief in the extraordinary that had saved the planet. The United Nations held a special ceremony to honor President Caldwell and Benjamin, awarding them the Medal of Galactic Harmony, sponsored by Pfizer, a symbol of their role in using the universal language of music to force an alien invasion. World leaders gave speeches about the importance of unity, creativity, and the unexpected potential of individuals to shape the course of history, especially the Germans. As for Benjamin, his kazoo-playing prowess became a worldwide sensation. He was invited to perform at Ukrainian concert halls, festivals, and even interstellar events, but only via webcam, where his music was hailed as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the power of the human spirit. With each joyful kazoo note, he inspired people to embrace their quirks and talents and to believe in the limitless possibilities that lay beyond them. President Caldwell in his final term continued to lead the nation with wisdom and compassion. His legacy was forever intertwined with that fateful day when his son's crack kazoo addiction saved the world. And as he looked back on his presidency, he often marveled at how the most unconventional and unexpected moments could shape the destiny of an entire planet, like that time they did mail-in voting. And amidst the celebrations and accolades, Benjamin found himself drawn to another unexpected twist of fate. During a reception held in their honor, he met Evelyn, the wife of his dying brother. She was a striking woman with a warm smile and an air of elegance. As Benjamin and Evelyn struck up a conversation, they discovered a shared passion for music, art, and shit tons of cocaine. Their connection was immediate and undeniable, and over time, their friendship deepened into something a little more. It was a complex situation given the family dynamics. A father with dementia who uses his own son's death for votes, and a sister who writes diaries about creepy family shower time. But amidst the backdrop of a world forever changed, Benjamin and Evelyn found solace and companionship in each other. Their love story unfolded quietly, a respite from the whirlwind of events that had brought them together. They shared stolen moments, late-night conversations, and deep hits on bongs. Despite the challenges they faced, Benjamin and Evelyn's bond only grew stronger, a testament to the resilience of the human heart. Until they broke up a few years later, so he could bang his underage niece. And so, as the world moved forward in a new era, the tale of President Alexander Caldwell and his son Benjamin, and the love that blossomed amidst the chaos, became a cherished chapter in Earth's history. It was a reminder that even in the face of the unimaginable, the human spirit could shine brightly, fueled by the power of love, music, and partisan protection from the DOJ. As time passed even more, President Caldwell continued to lead his nation with distinction. Even as age caught up with him. One day, during a ceremony honoring Earth's victory over the aliens, a moment of lightheartedness led to an unexpected mishap. As he joined in a jovial dance with his son and daughter, President Caldwell's foot caught on the edge of the stage, and he stumbled. The gasps of the audience were quickly replaced by laughter and applause, as the president's fall was a testament to the enduring spirit and his willingness to embrace life's full, unpredictable moments. With a sheepish grin, he regained his balance, brushing off the incident like an evacuation from Afghanistan. He joked with them while looking at his watch. Years passed still, and the world continued to thrive in the aftermath of the alien invasion. President Caldwell's time in office came to an end, and his legacy as leader and father remained a guiding light for his future generations. With the kazoo melody echoing in the background, the Caldwell family looked forward to a future filled with hope, unity, and the unwavering belief that even in the face of the unknown, the power of music, love, and family could illuminate the path ahead. Unless that family member is conceived with a stripper, then she is not invited. As it is often said that great parenting always involves neglecting a child to ensure they grow up knowing that they were never loved. The end.
Subscribe button.
Is always right.